Sagittarius, welcome back to the channel. Monica Louv here at the Love Messages. So today we're going to be doing your reading for the rest of March. Now this is going to be a general reading, so it may resonate with you, it may not. If it does resonate with you, there will be a link in the description box for the extended. So Sagittarius, in this reading, I'm going to be taking a look at past, present, and future for you. I'm going to clarify the cards and pull some advice. Okay, so your challenge for the rest of March is the Ten of Swords. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Page of Pentacles in reverse, okay? So Sagittarius, your biggest challenge from now until the end of the month is the Ten of Swords. And the Ten of Swords tends to be a very intense card. When it shows up, it's a very intense card. It's about endings, it's about sometimes being stabbed in the back, sometimes, you know, things not working out the way that we want them to. Really painful ending here, and it may be challenging for you to accept this. We're going to clarify this. We're going to get more information for you in a moment, okay? Now, in the recent past, you have the Ten of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, and you have the King of Swords. So I feel in the recent past, there was a lot of abundance, okay? There was tons and tons and tons of abundance. Some of you were married to somebody who was maybe very abundant, or maybe your relationship was very abundant. It looks like there was a long-term commitment here. I do feel in the past, someone here was in their head a lot about this long-term commitment. They started to become very logical here in the past, and we're gonna talk more about that for you in a moment. Now, in the present moment, you have the King of Cups, the Nine of Cups, and you have the Knight of Wands. So in the present moment, there's a really strong energy here of, you know, overindulging, okay? So like overindulging in food, drink, maybe other substances, excuse me. There's a lot of emotion here in the present moment, perhaps because of an ending, okay? And there's been this really strong energy, Sagittarius, of you protecting yourself, almost hiding. I'm getting like this hiding energy. We're going to talk more about this and see why that's showing up for you in a moment. Now, in the near future, you have the Eight of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, and you have the Tower. So in the near future, it looks like something here is going to be very important that takes place for you that involves a decision, okay, a choice, or balancing something here, because the Two of Pentacles is usually about a decision, or it could be about balancing, needing to balance something out here. This could have something to do with your work, or it could have something to do with working things out with a particular person that is on your mind, okay? And we're going to talk more about that for you in a moment. What you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Page of Pentacles here in reverse. So I feel with the Page of Pentacles here in reverse, there's something about a new beginning, a new offer, a new way of doing things. It's not really happening, okay? There's a reason why it's not happening. There's a reason why there's a delay here. We're gonna see how this ties into your reading as we clarify, okay? So let's get into your reading, Sagittarius, and let's see what's going on for you. Let's clarify your challenge. Interesting. Ten of Pentacles in reverse came flying out. The Death, Five of Cups. There's a lot of sadness here, Sagittarius. There's a lot of sadness here, okay? I feel you are disappointed, okay, because of an ending that either has happened or you're in the process of going through an ending. Your biggest challenge here is not to look so much at why or how something failed. Of course, looking at why something failed or how it failed could be important to not repeat the same mistake or the same, you know, lesson here. Your biggest challenge has a lot to do with a missed opportunity, okay? Either a missed opportunity, something not working out, things not going the way that you wanted to, a missed opportunity financially. Whatever the case is, this is about money, okay? This is about money, or it could be about something that is close to the value of money here. Your biggest challenge between now and the end of March is to shift your focus, okay? Because an ending has happened, it's happened for obviously the right reasons, okay? As you know, there's a lot of changes happening in the sky right now. We have Saturn that recently entered into Pisces, and this is squaring your sun, your moon, or rising, okay? So if you're a sun, moon, or rising Sagittarius, this is going to square your placement, right, astrologically. So when we talk about a square in astrology, we're talking about a challenge. We're talking about something that could be a little bit rigid or difficult. And Spirit is saying, if this was a missed opportunity, if this is involving money, this is about you needing to pay attention. This is about you recognizing why something here came to an end and what you can do next time to avoid this mistake. And your biggest challenge here is to shift your focus, because as we get into the end of March, Pluto is going to be entering Aquarius for the first time in 200 years, okay? So there's a big shift happening, and Spirit is saying don't hold on to things that are already done, that are finished, because you may miss other opportunities, okay? So it's important that you're not reminiscing about something here that didn't work out. Learn from it quickly and get up and move on, okay? And I know that's easier said than done, but that's going to be a big part of your challenge moving forward until the end of the month, okay? So let's talk about the recent past. Let's clarify the Ten of Pentacles. It's quite ironic, actually, that the Ten of Pentacles here is in reverse for you in your challenge, but in the recent past, it's upright. So there was something beautiful here in the past. Eight of Wands, the Knight of Wands, and the Emperor. Something in your life in the recent past appeared to be so stable. It looks so stable. A relationship, a job, money, a home, a relationship, project that you were doing. It looked very good, and you rushed towards it. You're like, yeah, I'm going to go for this. This looks good. So what happened? Tell me more about the Four of Wands in the recent past for Sagittarius. You have the Devil, the World, and the Six of Cups. The reason why a relationship here in the recent past came to an end was because there was something within the relationship that was very toxic between you and this person. So although it looked like it had a lot of potential, Sagittarius, it looked like it was going to lead to something beautiful and great, the cycle ended up closing out because something here wasn't healthy, okay? And what Spirit is asking you to do in connection to the past, because a lot of you are trying to get over something here that ended very badly, there's a need for you to look at the past and look at why something didn't work out. What is the lesson here from the past? I know a lot of you may not want to go back there. A lot of you, it hurts. You don't want to talk about it. You don't want to think about it. But this is about you starting a new cycle, okay? Because the world is all about starting a new cycle. It's all about starting something new. And that's what we're doing at the end of March 29th, I believe. Pluto is going to be moving into Aquarius. So this is going to be a big shift for everyone. And I think this is something that is very much connected to this ending that happened in the recent past. So someone here in the past started to become overly logical about the connection. Things within the connection started to become toxic. As a result of that, things came to an end. Something that looked very great and very stable ended up not being because of the toxicity. Okay, so it's important that you recognize what that toxicity was in order for you to learn from it so that you can move on from it. Okay, and that's a big, big, big important message for you, especially related to the past. Now, in the present moment, I need to stay hydrated. So yeah. So in the present moment, you have the King of Cups, and the King of Cups is a very emotional energy. The King of Cups tends to be someone who wears their heart on their sleeve, okay? And I feel this is you. I feel like this is you, okay? Or it could be someone you're dealing with. Some of you are dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Let's clarify the King of Cups. Who's the King of Cups? Why is it here? What is the important message for Sagittarius in the present moment? You have the Strength, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles. So it looks like in the present moment for you, there's definitely this reevaluating energy, okay? I don't know if this is you. It might not be you. Some of you are dealing with maybe a Taurus, could be another, a Capricorn. I'm getting a Leo or a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. If you're inquiring about this person, they're doing a lot of reevaluation, okay, about what it's going to take to have some sort of new beginning. Now, if this isn't a person that you've been dealing with, this could be you. And I feel like you're reevaluating your life and you're reevaluating what's going to be next. And the most important message for you, Sagittarius, if you are going through a very painful situation and it's been very difficult to overcome, Your important message here is to not allow your emotions to override your logic, okay? Or to override, being sensible about things. Because when things happen to us that are very difficult, it's very easy to fall into that trap. It's very easy to fall into, overindulgence or, overeating, overdrinking, overuse substances. And Spirit is saying now is the time for you to reevaluate your life. Now is the time to think about your life. Where do you see yourself in the next 2 to 5 to 10 years, right? And this is about you finding the inner strength to be able to do that. So I feel in the present moment, because of this painful ending, it may be difficult for you to overcome this, but this is about you really thinking about your future. That's what I'm getting in the present moment. Tell me more about the 9 of Cups. You have the Wheel of Fortune, the 3 of Swords, and the 8 of Swords. And a lot of you are sad right now. You're very disappointed. Okay? Or if this isn't you, it could be your person. But I feel like this is you. One of the things that you should keep in mind, Sagittarius, is there's a huge opportunity in the present moment for you to come out of this pain, for you to come out of this isolating energy. And that's what Spirit is telling you right now in the present moment. You need to balance your emotions and you need to balance the logical aspect of where you're coming from. So one of the things that Spirit is saying is there's an opportunity here. You need to be able to transmute the pain, the trauma, the isolation. You need to take that energy and transmute it. And that's only going to happen, Sagittarius, when you take action, okay? Knight of Wands is someone who takes action. You see how they have the wand in their hand and they're going for it. It's like you're getting ready to go to battle. That's what I'm getting in the present moment. So there's a lot of reevaluation that's happening. And one of the things I'm going to tell you is this pain that you're feeling right now, it's forcing you into action. It's forcing you into action because I'm going to tell you what the issue here. I'm going to be real honest with you, Sagittarius. And I just want to let you know when I'm honest with you, I actually care. I actually care. I'm not here just to say whatever needs to be said. I'm here to tell you what you need to do so that you can take action and change your life, okay? So in the present moment, you want to know why this pain is happening? It's happening to you because every time opportunities present themselves, they bypass you because you don't take action. Okay? Or you are such a lucky person that good things always come to you, but you don't take action on them. And then when a painful situation happens, you get all emotional about it. So it's really important that when opportunities come in, you're proactive, you're taking action, you're doing what you need to do to maintain that. Okay? Because opportunities come, and yes, it's easy for you because you are, unless your Jupiter is debilitated or your sun in Sagittarius is debilitated astrologically. I don't know because I don't see your chart. But astrologically, you are a very, very lucky person, but it's going to require you to take action. So this pain is happening because it's showing you, look, Sagittarius, it's time for you to be aware. Look, Judgment in reverse. You're not being conscious of something. Hierophant in the Temperance. Some of you are rushing into a relationship, rushing into marriage, telling this person, hurry up, let's get married. That's not how it works. There's levels. And I always tell you guys this, it's levels, okay? So in the present moment, there's something that you're not conscious of. Your emotions may be clouding your judgment, and you got to be careful of this because what it's going to lead to is more pain. So there's a hidden opportunity in the present moment for you to transmute the pain by focusing on the future and recognizing when opportunities show up and then being proactive. That's the message for you in the present moment, okay? Now, in the near future, there's a Tower moment. And we're going to talk about why this Tower moment is showing up for you when we clarify in a moment. But first, I want to talk about this important decision that you have. There's an important decision that you have in the near future. I see that is connected to this Tower moment. Don't be worried about this Tower moment. It's meant to happen. It's something that needs to happen. And we're going to talk about why, okay, in a moment. Let's clarify the Two of Pentacles. Why is it here in the near future for Sagittarius? High Priestess, Four of Wands, and the Chariot. if you're in love with someone, okay, and you really love them and you really want to be with them, and you know there's a tower moment and there's a breakup and there's a painful ending and you think that it's never going to work out, what Spirit is saying in the near future is you have a decision to make. When it comes to this relationship, this marriage, this commitment, this person that you really like, you need to go within and ask yourself, what is it going to take for this relationship to move forward on a very successful level? How is it going to work? Because the two cards that are sitting here in the near future, Tower, and you have the Eight of Pentacles. So there's a choice, right? Things can either lead to being worked out and you and this person moving past the issue, or it could lead to a Tower moment. So one of the things that I see you doing in the near future, because you're watching this, you're going to be conscious of it. The High Priestess is all about spirituality, psychic energy. It's related to the card of Pisces, okay? You got to look at something for what it is, okay? If you see these two pillars with the High Priestess, there's black and then there's white, right? But then there's also that gray area as well too. So there's something here in the near future that you need to decide, and you need to make sure that when you're making this decision, it's one that you've really went inside and thought about. I know it's easy for you to go and talk to everybody and say, well, what do you think about this? And no. This is about you going within and asking yourself, what is going to make me happy? What is going to make me feel good? Because at the end of the day, if you're not happy and you don't feel good about your life or your relationship or your marriage, it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks, because everybody else is going to live their life anyways, right? There's a very important relationship here that you are going to be in the near future, and the decision that you make is going to be very much dependent on whether or not it moves forward. And the best way to make this decision is to go within and to, you know, use the High Priestess energy, which is using spiritual information to really understand and overstand what's going on. Because the Tower is there to teach you something, right? When the Tower happens in our life, it's showing, look, it's saying, look, this isn't stable. This isn't good. You're not thinking about the future. If you want to avoid a Tower moment, you got to plan for the future. If you don't have a plan for the future and you're just going and going and going. So why is the Tower here in the near future for you? Six of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, and the Six of Wands. This Tower moment that you have in the near future, wow, this is really interesting. It's going to lead to so much success for you if you make the right decision. This is about the way you give to someone or the way they give back to you, okay? Do you really understand and overstand the level of generosity that's happening in a connection in the near future? Is the level of generosity, the level of giving and receiving in your relationship balanced? And if it's not, it could lead to a Tower moment. So a lot of you are going to realize in the near future that your success is coming in because you're now recognizing what it's going to take for you and this person to have a balanced relationship. One of the things that people forget when it comes to relationships is all relationships involve give and take. There's no relationship where you take, and you don't give back. It doesn't work like that. And a relationship will not sustain itself in that energy, okay? So in the near future, you have a very strong potential here to, one, meet somebody who's very stable, who is going to be generous with you, and you're going to have to reciprocate that energy in some sort of way, and it will lead to success. Or if there isn't that energy where someone here is constantly giving and they're not getting anything back, it leads to a Tower moment. So again, the decision that you choose to make to work something out with a particular person that you really love, especially someone where things ended very badly between you and them, now is the time to learn what it's going to take to rebuild that connection, whether it's with this person or with someone else. And this is why the Page of Pentacles is in reverse, because the Page of Pentacles, in order for it to even get to the King of Pentacles, which is what I see for you in the near future, again, there's levels. You have to go from the Ace of Pentacles to the Page of Pentacles to the Knight of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles. You don't just become the King of Pentacles overnight. It's something that you got to work up to, okay? And that's the same, goes, with relationships as well too, when you're dealing with certain people. So if you really want an opportunity to be there, you need to ask yourself, how am I being proactive in this? How do I play a role in this? And as long as you're focused on yourself and you're doing the right thing, your partner should reciprocate as well, okay? And that's why the Ten of Swords is here as your challenge, because something needed to end. It wasn't balanced. It either wasn't balanced or it wasn't fair, or there was a lack of understanding here, and there's a lesson here to learn, okay? Especially during these new cycles, because the new cycles that are coming in, and I may do a video on that if I have time, you know, this is about a new cycle. This is about a new environment. So you have to be prepared for these new environments that are coming in. So let's get some advice for you. 8 of Cups, 5 of Swords, and the Hierophant. Your biggest piece of advice here is to ask yourself if a marriage or a commitment is done. Is it over? There's a lot of conflicts. There's a lot of arguments. There's a lot of issues here. And, you know, again, when I talk about commitment, I don't just mean marriage. I mean, you know, it could be an institution that you're involved in, school, education, friends, home, family, environment. Near the next full moon, whatever that is, and you can check online, I think it's sometime in March. If not, it could be in April. But, you know, this is about fighting for what you want. Don't just sit back and expect things to come to you, Sagittarius, and just say, oh, well, I'm just going to wait for it to come. No, if you want something, go for it. Fight for it. Show people you want it. Don't let it just pass you by. Because all that's going to lead to, Sagittarius, is dissatisfaction. And if you're in a situation where you're trying to fight for it and you're trying to make it better and it's not, then maybe it's time to walk away. Okay? But either way, this is about taking action. Because if you see these 2 cards here, the 5 of Swords and the 8 of Cups, it's all about taking action. There's no sitting energy. There's no, I'm just going to sit and wait. This is like a fight for what it is that you want. And the more you fight for what it is that you want, and the more you know, walk away from things that are not bringing you the satisfaction that you need, the more likely it is you're going to find the stability that you need. Okay? There's a reason why something here came to an end. It's because it's not something that's for you at this time. Okay? So this is about you walking away, disconnecting from something, you know, to really go for what it is that you want. Because at the end of the day, this is about your happiness. There's no point in you committing to something if it's not bringing you the happiness that you're looking for, okay? So Sagittarius, this is what I have for you. I hope this reading helped. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.